Your first celebrity crush.
A car trunk, the trunk of a car.
A trunk of a car. That is not... don't even... He's not serious. There's no way.
Enclosed.
No.
Enclosed.
Who's your first celebrity crush?
First celebrity crush. Carol Channing.
Oh, God.
Johnny Depp is no stranger to the spotlight. For decades, he was Hollywood's most enigmatic and captivating star, known for his roles in blockbuster films and his unpredictable charm. But over the past few years, Johnny's life has taken an unexpected turn. From starring in some of the world's most iconic films to battling through one of the most publicized legal battles in recent history, Depp's journey has been nothing short of a roller coaster. Now, at 61, Johnny Depp is at a crossroads. But he's not just stepping back into the spotlight to make a comeback. He's doing so on his own terms. What's his next move? Is he planning a bold reveal that will stun the world once again?
How is she today? What is her next move?
Her next move is appeal.
Amber Heard's lawyer says she's ready to fight back following Johnny Depp's victory.
In 2023, Depp quietly packed up his life in Los Angeles, leaving behind the world that had once made him a household name. Without warning, he vanished from the Hollywood scene and moved to the peaceful English countryside in Somerset. For a year, not a single photo of him appeared at a celebrity event. The man who had once been at the center of the entertainment universe was now invisible to the public, but Depp wasn't hiding. He was living differently, finding peace away from the flashing cameras. In a rare interview with a local newspaper, Depp shared a simple but powerful message. "I'm not trying to be seen anymore. I'm just trying to find peace." It was a message that resonated with many who had watched his rise and fall in Hollywood. It was clear that Depp was looking to step away from the chaos of his fame and focus on something deeper. But what was next? Though Depp may have disappeared from the red carpets, he didn't step away from the public eye entirely. Instead, he began pouring his emotions into something deeply personal: art. Through painting, Depp found a new way to express himself, creating mesmerizing works that reflected his raw emotions.
One of the first things that she said when she came back from the verdict, when we went into the conference room, was, "I am so sorry to all these women."
She said that?
Yes. She felt like she had let down all of these women because...
In just a few months, his artwork became highly sought after, earning over $5 million in sales. People paid up to $50,000 for limited edition prints, and they sold out even before being released to the public. But this creative shift wasn't just about painting. It was part of a larger transformation. His art was a cathartic expression, allowing him to process the turmoil he'd been through. As Depp once said, "My paintings are my voice when words can't do justice." With every stroke of his brush, Depp was rewriting his story, not as a victim, but as an artist reclaiming his narrative. In 2023, Depp made a return to something he's always loved: music. As a member of Hollywood Vampires, he rejoined rock legends Alice Cooper and Joe Perry on a European tour, reminding fans of his talents outside of film. His performances, raw and full of emotion, were a stark reminder of why people loved him in the first place. It wasn't just the music, it was the man behind it.
The other problem is we had cameras in the courtroom. So here we had, not only did we have a group of Depp fans that were there every day, 100 were allowed in. They lined up at 1 o'clock in the morning for their wristbands to be in that courtroom. But we had everything on camera, and we had tremendous social media that was very, very, very much against Amber.
It was pointed out that that was the first time that a victim of sexual abuse had to testify on live television.
And I fought hard and lost that battle.
But while Depp was finding his voice again through music and art, there was a burning question that remained unanswered. Would he ever return to Hollywood? The answer might surprise you. Despite being one of the most bankable stars in the world, Johnny Depp's career took a huge hit due to his tumultuous relationship with Amber Heard. The media painted him as a villain, and studios like Disney and Warner Brothers distanced themselves from him. Yet Depp didn't shy away from speaking his truth, even when the world turned against him. After a long and bitter legal battle, the defamation case against Amber Heard in 2022 ended in Depp's favor. But despite the victory, Depp didn't rushed to capitalize on the win. Hollywood may have abandoned him, but Depp's return to fame wasn't going to be about chasing box office success. It was about something deeper, taking control of his own narrative. Despite the offers that keep rolling in from major film studios, Depp has largely remained silent. He's turned down roles from Marvel, Netflix and others, and even directors. He's worked with for years, like Tim Burton and Terry Gilliam, have been met with silence. So what's really going on? Could Depp be planning a bold reveal that would once again shake the world? Is he preparing to share something monumental, something that could turn the tide of public opinion once again? With his legal battles behind him, Depp is no longer defined by Hollywood's standards. He's no longer playing by their rules. This could be the beginning of a new chapter, where Depp finally speaks out on his terms. In 2023, Johnny Depp surprised everyone by making his first major public appearance at the Cannes Film Festival, where he starred in the French film Jean du Barry as King Louis XV. The audience greeted him with a 7-minute standing ovation, not just for the performance, but for the man who had endured so much and was now standing tall once again. Depp's return wasn't just about acting. It was a symbol of his comeback, his re-emergence, not as the Hollywood star he once was, but as someone who had found peace, healing, and a new purpose. Could this be the beginning of a new era for Depp? The world is waiting to see what his next move will be. Whether it's a new role, another artistic project, or a shocking revelation about his past, one thing is clear. Johnny Depp is no longer the man Hollywood created. He is the man he's chosen to become. Johnny Depp is no stranger to being in the spotlight, but his journey over the past few years has been unpredictable. He stepped away from Hollywood and chose peace over fame, leaving many to wonder what would come next. From his life as a successful artist to his return to the music scene, Depp has managed to keep his personal struggles and achievements largely under wraps. Despite the controversies and the pain, Depp's story isn't over. It's just begun. A new chapter. His next move could change everything. As Depp moves forward into this next chapter, the question remains, what is Johnny Depp's true plan? With the world watching, he's taken a step back from Hollywood, but the way he carries himself now speaks volumes. There is a quiet strength in him that wasn't as evident before. The same man who once thrived in the chaos of fame now finds solace in the peace he has created for himself. His fans are left wondering, is this his final goodbye to Hollywood, or is he just reinventing his presence in a way that no one saw coming? Depp's past, especially the legal battle that took place with Amber Heard, has left deep scars. The fight in the courtroom wasn't just about clearing his name, it was about redemption. Depp has spent years fighting for his reputation, and though the world now knows his side of the story, it's impossible to erase the emotional toll it has taken on him. Despite the legal victory, those closest to him say the emotional battle is still far from over. The man who once wore the title of Hollywood's bad boy is now someone whose past is more than just tabloid fodder. It's something that has shaped him, molded him, and ultimately redefined who he is today. But Depp is not simply dwelling in his past. He is focused on creating, building, and re-establishing himself outside of the world that once defined him. His new work as an artist is symbolic of this shift. The man who once entertained the masses on the big screen is now opening a new door into his soul, showing the world the depth of his character through his paintings and music. He's using the medium of art not to escape, but to express everything that words cannot. His paintings are raw, almost painful in their honesty. The quiet stillness that pervades his new work is a reflection of the man he has become, someone who has weathered the storm and emerged on the other side, but remains forever changed. His music with Hollywood vampires shows another side to Depp. While he continues to play alongside legendary musicians like Alice Cooper and Joe Perry, his role in the band is much more than just a comeback. It's a statement, a reclaiming of his place in the world of music, and a reminder of why he became famous in the first place. The raw energy in their performances speaks to Depp's spirit. He is no longer someone just playing a part. Now, he's someone who finds joy in creating, rather than performing for fame's sake. Depp is not simply reviving his past. He's embracing his own evolution. As Depp continues to rebuild his life, many of his fans remain supportive of his journey. His rise in popularity as an artist, coupled with the success of his music, has made it clear that Depp is far from finished. But what is the next big move? Will he return to Hollywood with a bang, or will he continue to carve his own path outside of the industry that once shaped his career? In an interesting twist, several filmmakers who had worked with him in the past have reached out, hoping to collaborate again. Yet Depp remains elusive, choosing not to respond. This reluctance to return to the silver screen might stem from his growing disillusionment with the entertainment industry, or perhaps he is simply waiting for the right project, one that aligns with his new mindset. Directors like Tim Burton and Terry Gilliam have tried to reignite their creative partnerships with Depp, but so far, his silence has been deafening.